we're going to call the town board meeting to order and ask everyone to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Supervisor Sweden?
Here.
Councilman Gerstner?
Here.
Councilman Schuback?
Here.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Here.
Councilman Cole?
Here.
Attorney Myro?
Here.
DPW Commissioner Estorino?
Here.
Police Chief McGovern?
Here.
Lieutenant Rader?
Thank you. May I have a motion to accept the minutes of December 16th?
So moved.
Is there any discussion of the minutes? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Correspondence is summarized on page 1 and 2. The only thing I will mention for the public and for the board's information is that our longtime water operator environmental consultants has since sold to H2O Innovations. We don't anticipate any change in management of the system. The personnel are still in place. So we just wanted to make everybody aware of that. And that's all I had on that. Anybody have any other discussion or correspondence?
No.
Seeing none, then we do recognize some visiting elected officials in the audience. Mayor Newhart from the Village of Warwick. Michael, thank you for coming. And of course, our soon-to-be sworn-in Town Justice, Peter Bartlett. I don't see any other elected officials that I can see. Oh, we do have a chairman of the ZBA. He's not elected, but he's with us. Jan, thank you. Okay, so that's all I have on that. Let's move right into reports, and let's hear from Councilman D'Angelo, please.
Okay, good afternoon. Currently, the Warwick Valley Humane Society has the following animals ready for adoption, looking for their permanent homes. 6 dogs, 37 adult cats, 26 kittens, and 2 rabbits. They're seriously in need of donations for their critical care fund to help a 4-month-old male kitten who was having his foreleg amputated. And they are hiring a part-time or full-time animal control officer to pick up stray dogs, conduct ongoing dog census, and help care for homeless animals. Must be 21 years old or older, with a clean driver's license and background, and be okay with on-the-job training. And if you're interested, you can call 845-986-2473 to set up a work interview. And the society remains open to all appointments only, and visitors are asked to please call before coming to the shelter. The Friendly Visitor Program is looking for volunteers, and they're having 2 training dates, one on Monday, January 10th at 5:30 p.m., and one on Thursday, January 20th at 10 a.m. And remember, the Friendly Visitor Program provides free transportation or help in shopping or doctor's appointments for people that are disabled or just aged and need help. And you can call 986-1124 extension 400 to talk to the coordinator if you know someone that needs help. But they really need volunteers, so keep those 2 dates in mind, January 10th and Thursday, January 20th. And I want to wish everybody a happy and healthy new year.
Thank you. Councilman Cole?
Thank you. Well, sure enough, as soon as we put water in the ice skating rink, it gets into the 50s, but there's still plenty of other things to do in the parks, like playing pickleball or enjoying the walking paths, so I encourage you to do that. Maybe next week it'll get cooler, but we'll have to see about that. It just seems every time we get that thing set up, it just it gets in the 50s. But everything remains open in the parks, except for unfortunately the restrooms. We need to close them up because of danger of freezing pipes. But gonna have a beautiful weekend, New Year's weekend. Go out and enjoy the parks and enjoy your sunny day and get some fresh air after your partying on New Year's Eve. That's all I have.
Sounds good to me. Thank you. Councilman Gerstner?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. New Year's Eve, the village will be holding the apple drop at 11:30, right, Mayor? Thank you. And come down to the Railroad Green. I think it'll be like the 5th year, 6th year that we've we've done this, started in December 16, so it's like 5 years, I guess, so it's very good, very good. So everybody come on out. And lastly, to all the elected officials, our department heads, and all our employees, I'd like to thank you all for all your hard work and efforts, and wish them and everybody else a happy, healthy, safe New Year. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Schuback.
Okay, Highway Department, catch basin, Eden Hill Road repaired, drainage, Richard Road, potholes townwide, snow plowing townwide. Vehicle maintenance is needed, emergency repair is needed, road signs townwide, haul material, grain, Greer Lake stockpile, Warwick stockpile. Parks, Union Corner Park, open, bathroom closed. Coach Camp Park, closed. Town of Warwick Dog Park, open. Airport Park, Airport Road Park, open, bathroom closed. Woodland Park, open. Canal Park, open, bathrooms closed. No swimming in Thomas Monahan Waterfront Park. No lifeguard in duty. Ben Stanley Park, open. Village of Green Lake Dog Park, open, bathrooms closed. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Attorney Myro.
I have nothing to report.
Town clerk's report.
We have a bid proposal to upgrade the building and planning software in Unicity. First one was from Community Development Solutions for a bid of $56,275, and the second is from Full Circle Technologies for $79,510. And that's all at the end of the year.
All right, thank you. So my report, the reorganization meeting will be held on New Year's Day at 11 a.m. in this room, and that's where we just reappoint the various professional services, liaisons to different departments and to the villages. Usually a fairly short meeting. We will be swearing in our newly elected town board member, Kevin Schuback, who I believe is here. Kevin, welcome. We'll be swearing in the town clerk, the receiver of taxes, and Councilman D'Angelo as well. So we look forward to that. It'll be a good day. Update on COVID. Obviously, COVID is spiking in the county and in the state. We had a briefing yesterday from the St. Anthony's Community Hospital. They are doing well. They're still doing elective surgeries. They're managing it with staff and personnel. They will be opening a drive-through testing tent, as they did during the height of COVID, and that will be opening, I believe, on Tuesday. So you can stay tuned for that. The state issued guidelines for critical workers in terms of quarantining and how you handle that. We've had that protocol and policy here in the town since the beginning anyway, and so we're well positioned to deal with critical services, whether from our police department and or our highway department during certainly the critical winter months. So we will all get through this. Again, if you can wear your masks when you are going into closed spaces, it's important. And please don't argue with businesses or restaurants if they ask you to do it. Just do it, and we'll get through this together. Community Preservation Fund receipts for November were $157,179.69, and the current balance in the fund is $5,840,773.20. So it was another good month for the Community Preservation Fund. I just too want to wish our residents a happy and healthy New Year, a safe New Year, be responsible, and I know that Dana Distributors is doing the ride. If you're out partying and you're at a restaurant or location in Orange County, you can call. They'll provide free ride share back. So we'll try to get that information up on the website for people. And journal entries were made with the controller. The year end was wrapped up. She worked really hard to get it done. I checked it. It is in order. We also certified our budget to the state, remaining under the cap for this year, so that was taken care of as well. And my column is in the Warwick Dispatch every week, and also portions of it get into the Advertiser as it fits their time frame. So look to that for any other information, as well as our Town of Warwick website. And that's the end of my report. Now I would offer privilege of the floor to anybody who has a question on an agenda item. So anything on the agenda this evening, this afternoon? Yes, yes, sir, please, ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't see.
Hi, I'm Jen Monroe. I appreciate your comments about COVID. As a wife of a physician who knows that his hours are going to be cut for surgery next month at Garnet, because numbers are going up, I'm just pleading with you guys to not only just say wear your masks, but to maybe show some leadership and wear your masks.
Well, ma'am, we do in the building. We do in the building, all the staff, when we are fully all vaccinated and boosted, so.
My son's been vaccinated 3 times, it's a very bad.
Okay, so when we're sitting here,
I'm just telling you what leadership looks like.
okay,
And to say one thing and not another,
Yep.
makes me question.
Appreciate it.
I'm not the only one.
thank you.
Can I get the spelling of your name?
R-O-W-E.
Thank you.
First name, I'm sorry.
Diane, D-I-A-N-E.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Yes, Mayor.
I just want to thank Mickey for his leadership for these years, and his commitment to our community. It's been remarkable. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. All right, so I'd ask for a budget modification, please.
Motion to adopt a resolution to amend the 2021 town budget to reflect the receipt of the American Rescue Plan, ARAP funds in the amount of $205,222.30.
Second?
All right, any discussion? So this is the federal money that came to us, can only be used for certain things. We have used that amount for upgrades to our multiple sewer and water districts. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carried. I make a motion to adopt the resolution appointing James Mealing to the Town of Warwick Zoning Board of Appeals for a 5-year term to begin January 1st, 2022 and expire on December 31st, 2026.
Second.
Any discussion? He's a long-term resident, former member of the ambulance corps,
Thank you.
community member, so we appreciate his service. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. I make a motion to adopt the resolution to refund Norma Jean Fusco the remaining escrow in the amount of $2,570 for the property located at 22 Taylor Road, section block and lot 18-1-31.2, as per recommendation from the Planning Board Secretary dated December 14, 2021.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. A motion on a budget transfer?
Motion to adopt a resolution to authorize the attached budget transfers as prepared by the town comptroller.
Second.
Any discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I make a motion to adopt the resolution appointing Benjamin Diaz-Storino as chairman of the Town of Warwick Planning Board for 2022.
Second.
Any discussion? Thank Ben for his service on the planning board. It's a great job. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. I make a motion to adopt the resolution to release the performance bond in the amount of $87,505 to Bruce Urick for the Urick subdivision as per letter dated December 28, 2021 from the planning board engineer.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Motion on a bid proposal.
Motion to adopt a resolution to accept proposal for an upgrade to building planning software municipality from Community Development Solutions, formerly General Code, an amount not to exceed $56,275.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I make a motion to amend the rates for the following water districts as authorized by Article 11, Section 157-21 as follows. Article 2, West Side Greenwood Lake Water District, Section 157-17, rates and charges. B, commercial property should be metered and the water rate should be as follows. Up to 10,000 gallons per billing, $100. Over 10,000, less than 30, $7 per 1,000 gallons. Over 30,000, $8 per 1,000 gallons. Residential rates, whether seasonal or year-end, should be due and payable in advance on or before April 30th of each year. Article 7, Fairgrounds Water District, Section 157-18, rates and charges. A, each commercial property should be furnished with water at a minimum charge of $100 per quarter or any part thereof. B, each commercial and multiple residence property shall be furnished with water at a minimum charge to the owner of $100 per quarter or any part thereof of each commercial or residence facility, and the property owner shall be furnished valid proof of the number of commercial and/or residence facilities being supplied with water. C, said minimum charge will cover a water consumption of 10,000 gallons per quarter. Above this amount, the following rates shall be in effect. 1, over 10,000, less than 30,000 gallons, $7 per thousand. Over 30,000 but to 99,000 gallons, $8 per thousand gallons. And over 100,000 gallons, $10 per 1,000 gallons. D, the minimum rate for all properties shall be $100 per quarter.
Second.
Article 8, the Wvotcp Water District, Section 15719, rates and charges. Each commercial property should be furnished with water at a minimum charge of $100 per quarter, any part thereof. Each commercial or multiple residence property shall be furnished with water at a minimum charge to the owner of $100 per quarter for each commercial or residence facility, and the property owner shall furnish valid proof of the number of commercial and or resident facilities being supplied with water. And C, said minimum charge will cover water consumption of 10,000 gallons per quarter. Above this amount, the following rate schedule shall be in effect. 1, over 10,000, less than 30,000 gallons, $7 per thousand gallons. 2, over 30,000 gallons, $8 per 1,000 gallons. And 3, over 100,000 gallons, $10 per 1,000 gallons. And D, the minimum rate for all properties shall be $100 per quarter.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Motion on a bid.
Go ahead, Mick. Take it, Mick. Take the bid, take the motion.
I motion to adopt some surplus town property to accept the bid proposal Cedric Esper for surplus town property SBL 74-3-9 in the amount of $5,000.
Second.
So we did solicit for this property, and this was the highest bid. It's a small piece of property in River Lake, adjacent to 2 different property owners, and we have no need for that property. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Motion on an appointment.
Motion to adopt the resolution to appoint Brendan P. Donahue as a part-time police officer, step 1, at a rate of pay of $25.04 per hour, effective January 2022.
Second.
Any discussion? We welcome them. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Motion to pay the duly audited bills.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. At this point, I would offer a privilege of the floor to anybody on any question they might have. Yes, ma'am. Could you just give us your name?
Gail Buckland. I sent a letter pertaining to the dispatch.
Yeah?
May I speak to that?
No, not tonight. I mean, we're not going to have a discussion of that. There's no action on it, and it won't happen until the 20th. I responded to your email to let you know that.
May I ask just a question?
You can.
Is it required that the town have an official?
It is not.
It is not.
Correct.
Okay. And there's no necessity to make a decision in January if there are outstanding questions pertaining to the paper, its editorship, its ownership. Those things can be looked into between now and the 20th. In other words, on the 20th, I will come back.
Yeah.
But will the board have answers such as, has anyone met the new editor? Is there a reason why letters to the editor?
Okay,
are not-
hold all your questions. You submitted them in writing. They are on the record, and I will have answers to all of those. I'm just not doing it today.
Okay, I didn't ask about if the town needs an official newspaper.
Yeah, no, yeah, I answered that question. So it does not, it's not required by law. We do have requirement to publish public notices. So I am looking into all of the issues that you raised and others have raised, both positive and negative, and we'll certainly have plenty of time to have that discussion.
On the 20th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Anyone else with a question? Then at this time,
Mike,
1 second, Mick, or just 1 second. You want to ask a question, Mickey, or do you want to?
no, say so.
I don't want to have a discussion of the dispatch today.
What do you want us?
About town police, how,
Oh, absolutely, yes. Comments from the
You
board?
know-
Absolutely.
you gotta type, Mike, we have a strong police department, and they're not biased to anybody, like everybody says. They do their job. if someone gets in trouble, they gotta, but really, they've been keeping everything under control, except for speeding ticket, and a murder, suicide. Past year, we haven't had any problems because of it.
And I appreciate that. I'm going to give the councilman an opportunity for last comments in just a few minutes. Do we want to swear in our judge at this point in time? Madam Clerk, can you do the honors? Judge Bartlett has served the town of Warwick for 33 years, Judge. Is that correct? Did an outstanding job, and we're very pleased with your reelection.
Okay, please raise your right hand. You want to come up? Oh, somebody else can take a picture. Why don't you take that picture? Thank you, Mayor. Oh, Lord, go. Okay. Stand by your mayor. Please raise your right hand. That's my left. I state your name.
I, Peter Bartlett,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of Town Justice of the Town of Warwick,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
If I could just thank the town board for giving me a few moments out of your schedule to take my oath of office, which I prefer to do in a public setting because this is a public office, and although I could do it privately, I think the people have a right to know who their public officials are, and I'm thrilled to be here today for that purpose. I think it's an honor and a privilege to serve our communities in elected office. I thought that back in 1988, and I am truly amazed at the fact that the public had sufficient faith in my abilities to elect me to my 10th term as the Warwick Town Justice. Judge D'Angelo and I have always attempted to make the town court one of the preeminent town courts in the state of New York. As the members of the town board know, I was a previous president of the New York State Magistrates Association. So I don't only say that in theory, but in practice I have been all over this state to see how local courts can assist local communities, and we've tried to incorporate some of the best policies and practices in what we do every day. Government certainly is divided into the legislative, executive, and judicial branch, and we're proud to be a co-equal branch with this town board. I ran this year, and the public's confidence in what you do is also outstanding and deserves some recognition. We stand, of course, on the shoulders of everyone who came before us, and I would be remiss in not thanking the town board, Mickey Schubeck in particular, who's not going to be with us next year. But in large part, the vote and the confidence that the public has bestowed upon us really is based upon work that Mickey and the town board has already done, and that's, I think, a testament to you as well. So we go forward, we have a new year, we keep abreast of what's happening, and we make sure that the public has a court that's open, responsive to its needs, and I'm very thankful for the public giving me this opportunity, and thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
Okay, so it's really a sort of a bittersweet day for us. Councilman Schubeck is leaving us after 20 years of service to this community, but that's just a small part of the service that he's performed. He's served this community for his entire life. A farmer out in the Pine Island area, grew a great business, contributed to the community, got involved in organizations that promoted farming, and this great town that we live in. When I first decided to run for supervisor 20 years ago, Mickey Schuback was one of the first that came up to me and said, I want to support you. And then I convinced him, probably to the dismay of his lovely wife Helen, to run for the town board. But I am so glad that, Mickey, that you did, because you've been just such a great advisor, a friend. You've given your time, your resources to this community, and we can't thank you enough. We can't repay you enough for your service. And we know that you're going to go on to just a great retirement and an enjoyment of life, and you've earned it and you deserve it. So on behalf of the town board, if you would just come up here a minute. You want to come up here a minute? And I know that when we speak for the whole board when we say how much we're going to miss having you here. You always had a sense of humor, no matter how bleak the circumstances were, what was going on. You always made us smile. We presented you with this plaque that thanks you for 20 years of dedicated service to the residents of Warwick. Your generosity, knowledge, and common sense have served the people well and is much appreciated, and it's presented on behalf of the town board. And then we got this little gift certificate to take lovely Helen out to dinner because she's put up with 20 years of whatever. So congratulations. Thank you.
Want to say anything up there, or want to say anything up there, or no?
Want to say anything, anybody? No. Mickey's a man of few words. There's more action.
Well, after March, when he became supervisor, we have a very strong police department. And McGovern's retiring next year, and I know the replacement will be just as good. That's all I have.
Any comments from the board?
Happy, healthy, safe New Year.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank Mickey for his service. I've always thought that his common sense approach and sensible opinions on things, always looked at everything from everybody's point of view, looked at both sides. Even if we didn't agree on things, we always got along with running the town, and I think that's very rare in today's government, that we have people with Mickey's common sense and good-heartedness in government.
Congratulations, Mick. Good luck.
Yes. Good luck, Mick.
Thank you.
All right, this concludes the formal proceedings, so I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the town board meeting.
So moved. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. We are having coffee and cake in the lobby. Anyone's willing and able to have it, please do. Join us in celebrating Councilman Schuback. Thank you.
Thank you all.
And everyone have a good New Year, safe New Year.
Did they get the kind of cake you want? You sure?